Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Kate.
We're the Beingyes.
Thank you so much for watching me again and joining me as I bake through Disneyland. It's don't come over to my house. I'm not saying that. You can't. Social distancing. I've got my super cute little Mickey dough. Oh, get over it. Try the dough. Fry it up. It's delicious. We've got our little beignets. That's a nice dough. And who doesn't love deep fried dough? Am I right? This is a little hack. It's gonna be really good, you guys. Again, quarantine problems. How to know when a cookie is done. Oh my gosh. Look at how cute are those. I the gray stuff, it's delicious.
It's like being on Main Street.
Okay guys, today Kate is showing you guys how to make beignets, and I am gonna be picking some of our sweet treat ears that will be coming out this summer in the Mickey ear tutorials, so check that out this summer. But for now, let's let Kate teach us how to make the Disneyland beignets.
Hi, I am Kate Balby, and you're gonna be baking with me today. We are going to be making Mickey Mouse beignets, and you can find these in the Disneyland Resort, back in the French Quarter, New Orleans Square, kind of behind Pirates of the Caribbean, left of Haunted Mansion before you get out there, kind of where the train depot is, back in there. This is gonna be a super simple recipe. Traditional beignets you would make from scratch. We're gonna cut out that process. Canned biscuits. So I had to get Auntie's organic flaky biscuits. That's because that's all the store had right now. I'm sure some of you are finding the same issues that grocery stores just don't have everything on hand. Want to make sure you get the biscuits, not the crescent rolls, because I have this Mickey shape that we're gonna cut, and it's fairly large. So you're just gonna wanna make the biscuit to the size of whatever shape you're making it into. And you could just even cut them up into smaller pieces and put them in the oil and fry them that way and make them. As you can see, I just kind of took the scrap pieces, and I just made some really yummy little tiny ones. So I've got my, this paper towel to put the hot ones on. And then I've got my powdered sugar to put them in and roll them around in. Also, if you wanted to include the kids in this, something that is a really fun idea is you take the beignets after they're cooked and you can fill a like a brown paper bag, like a lunch bag, with powdered sugar, put the beignets in there, close up the lid and shake it all up, and the kids can shake it up and cover it all in powdered sugar, and then they have this yummy, wonderful treat. And then it's kind of like the park too, because in the park, you get a white paper bag full of powdered sugar and the beignets, and so it's really fun, really yummy. You're going to want a pot, a lot of oil, and you're gonna need like a candy thermometer, because you need to know how hot your oil is. So if you don't have one of these, I highly recommend ordering one on Amazon and getting it just to have. Because with making churros, with making beignets, with making toffee, the different recipes we're using, we all use this, or I'm using this. And so it comes in really handy. It's really great to have, and it makes things so much easier. You're not guessing, like, is my oil hot enough? I hope so. If you don't have one, I'd recommend heating your oil. I don't know, you could just play around with it. Heat it for like 5 minutes on high, take a little chunk of the dough, dip it in, see if it cooks up pretty quick. Now the thing is with these, they are going to cook up pretty quick in the oil. So you're gonna want the oil, I just noticed my oil dropped a little bit, so I'm turning my burner up a little bit. But you want your oil around 360. So that's gonna be a good temp. So you see, I've already rolled out my dough. I have my Mickey here. So all I did was, I took a biscuit, and so you just have this nice biscuit. Now see, if you don't have a Mickey cutter, that's totally fine, but you're not gonna wanna dump this whole thing into your oil. It's gonna be huge and too much, and it'll cook really fast on the outside and not cook all the way on the inside because it's just too big. So you could just cut it in like quarters, I would say, and then put it in the oil if you want to do smaller pieces. So I've got my biscuit dough and I've got my rolling pin, and I'm just going to roll it out to get it so it's big enough for my Mickey cutter. Also, while I'm doing this, I wanted to point out my Mickey ears. These are an Auntie Tay tutorial Mickey ears. I made these about 3 years ago from one of her YouTube videos, and they've been great. Took a family trip, retirement trip to Walt Disney World, and we all had matching ears and we loved it and it was great. She also helped us make t-shirts for the trip and it was very, very fun. So if you haven't checked out her Mickey Mouse tutorial ears or Mickey Mouse ears tutorial, go do it. They're really fun. All right, so I'm just cutting out the dough. See, here's my extra, so I will just roll those into little balls and fry those up because we don't need to waste anything. And then I've got my super cute little Mickey dough. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gently place it in the fryer in my pot here with the oil. I'm gonna do probably about 2 at a time. I can do 3 at a time. And you're gonna wanna watch these because they're going to cook up fairly fast. The little tiny dough, the little tiny ones that I made just as a tester, so this size, these cooked up within like 15 seconds per side. They were very fast. These Mickey ones are taking a little bit longer just because they are bigger, more dough, that kind of thing. So and I have metal tongs to use. I would, if you have a mesh, like metal, I have no words today. You know, like spatula, basically. I'd recommend using that. I don't have one of those, so I'm just using tongs and I'm gonna gently pick them up so I don't, you know, squish them. But these are looking beautiful. I'll show you kind of what those look like in the oil. All right, so you can see they're this beautiful dark, not too dark, you don't want them burnt, but just this beautiful brown on the outside. You don't want them too light because then they're gonna be doughy on the inside, but just this really beautiful golden color. And you're gonna wanna do both sides. So I recommend anywhere from like 30 to 60 seconds per side. Again, these go really fast. You're not gonna have to take long. And keep in mind too that when you add cold dough into your hot oil, it's going to bring your temperature down. That's another reason why it's so great to have a thermometer in there, because you can see if you need to turn your heat up, if you need to turn it down, all those kinds of things. So I gotta turn mine back up again because it did cool it down quite a bit. So I'm gonna check. Those look great. I'm gonna put it on my paper towel here to kind of absorb some of that oil. See, it's taking a little bit longer on this other side because my temperature dropped. So that's why I'm letting it kind of sit. The thing with frying stuff though, is you wanna make sure you don't let it sit in your oil for too long, because then it just continues to absorb your oil. And then instead of having this like nice, yummy, fluffy inside, you kind of have this greasy, heavy inside, and it's not so yummy. So now that those are on the oil here, I'll show you kind of what they look like, the color of them. Oh my gosh. Look at how cute are those. So cute. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to pull off them. Right? I just have a bowl of powdered sugar, and I'm just going to go and just cover them in this beautiful, yummy powdered sugar. All right. And then look at how cute. We've got our little beignets. Just covering them, covering up. See, this is the part that'd be really fun for your kids to get involved with. Just kind of cover the whole thing in powdered sugar. Shake up the beignets in the powdered sugar. Get them all coated. And who doesn't love deep fried dough? Am I right? So, let's see. I've got these little leftover pieces. Just gonna plop those in there. Just kind of rolling them up into a little ball. And then I've got one more Mickey I can do. There we go. All right, that's it. That's your beignets. Let's try one. Oh my gosh, and they're hot still. Excuse me time. Oh yeah. You gotta try those. Out of everything I've shown you and baked for you, this you gotta do for sure. So easy, few simple steps. Kids can help out. Careful with the hot oil and kids. But other than that, so great. You gotta do it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. If you want to support us in our adoption, click the donate button. Thank you, Auntie Tay, for having me. Bye.